My nephew had an accident, and my sister-in-law wants me to pay for everything. I hadn't spent much time with these people before getting married, but I always tried to win their affection. Don't worry, Leonore. I'll cook. No problem. I'll clean the house. Leave it to me, sis. I love unclogging toilets. I did everything I could for them. I was willing to take anything for Daniel. Or so I thought.
Hey, honey, do you want to have lunch at my mom's today?
It was common for us to eat there. Maybe because Daniel and I were the ones who always cooked for everyone. Sure, Pooh Bear, nothing would make me happier. Daniel and I would arrive at my mother-in-law's house and immediately end up in the kitchen working like dogs, while my sister-in-law did what she loved most, doing nothing.
You haven't done my laundry, dear.
During lunch, my sister-in-law, Mercedes, seemed to look at me more than usual.
Hey, sis! In 2 weeks, it's my little Tony's birthday, but I'm only gonna make him a little gathering. Something simple.
Oh, okay. Mercedes, that's nice.
It's just that I don't want to waste money, dear.
Why, Mercedes?
Well, kids' party venues are super expensive. Besides, he won't even remember it when he grows up, right?
Maybe they'd have more money for the venue if she didn't buy so many designer bags.
If only there was a way to get a place to throw Tony's birthday party.
Hey, Mercedes, remember my dad has a summer house? Maybe you could have the party there.
Oh, yes, what a great idea, sis, of course.
That way, you could get some food and not spend on a venue. It seemed like she was just waiting for me to offer. A few days passed, and while Daniel and I were having breakfast...
Hey, sis, there are tables and chairs at the summer house, right?
Hey, Mercedes, yes, we have enough for about 20 people.
Oh, well.
What's wrong?
It's just that with the food and candy for the kids, I really can't afford to rent more.
Well, if you want, I can rent a couple of tables and more chairs so you don't have to worry about that.
Perfect! That's why you're my favorite sis.
I thought it would be a small family gathering, but better to have extra space than not enough. In the end, everything would be for my little nephew to have a great birthday. I just made the deposit for the tables when I got another call. Hey, Mercedes, what's up?
Anna, Victor doesn't believe me. The bathrooms will be clean when we get there, right?
Are you kidding? Is she not planning to help me fix the place? Guess I'll have to clean by myself. Yes, Mercedes, if you want, I'll clean them so they're ready.
See? I'd ruin my expensive manicure for nothing. You rock, sis. I knew you'd take care.
Damn, woman. Not even a thank you. The day before the party, I went early to the summer house to clean everything and make sure it was ready. I cleaned the bathrooms thoroughly and stocked enough toilet paper. The day of the party arrived, and everything was going well. Tony was having so much fun in the pool with his friends. I even had a surprise for my nephew. The night before, I baked a chocolate cake just the way he liked it. Since in previous birthdays, Mercedes always bought the most exotic flavor she wanted, but today I wanted to please only Tony. However, out of nowhere, the adults started drinking too much and began to neglect not only their children, but also my father's house. They started breaking pots, throwing things around, and I swear even I saw the cat fly at one point. Where did all those drinks come from? Weren't we on a tight budget? Mercedes, are there sodas for the kids?
I don't know, but they can drink from the pool, right?
I took a deep breath and contained my anger, seeing how much fun the kids were having. Daniel heard and rushed to the store to get sodas, so drinks weren't an issue anymore. But the chaos in the other side of the garden was becoming unacceptable. What the percent? Mercedes, where's the food?
What? Oh, yeah, it's in the car. You go get it.
I asked Daniel to help me get the food. I was already imagining a nice steak, burgers, and hot dogs with guacamole. But as soon as I opened the trunk, I got a huge surprise, and not a good one.
What?
They didn't have pepperoni or ham, and they were frozen. They didn't even have pineapple. Haha, pizza with pineapple. Mercedes, what's all this?
Well, it's the food. Don't you know what a pizza looks like?
Yes, and that's precisely why I'm asking what the hell you bought.
It was what I could afford with the budget, okay?
Relax, it's not that important. They're kids. They like pizza with anything, even pineapple, haha. It became clear to me that Mercedes didn't care to make an effort for her son's party, so I tried to help however I could. Of course, many times I wanted to forget about them all and leave them to their fate, but my Danny cheered me up to keep doing it for Tony. The party continued, and the kids kept playing and eating as if they had no other worries. That calmed me down a bit. As long as Tony was having a good time, I could tolerate everyone else's nonsense. The party went on, but things quickly got out of hand. With so many kids without supervision from their own parents, they began to fight, fall, and no one was watching them. The real problem happened when Tony came out completely soaked from the pool and started running like crazy. Daniel and I were still cleaning up everyone's mess, so I didn't notice. And in a moment, Tony slipped outside the pool and fell on his arm. It was Tony's heartbreaking scream that made everyone turn around and see his arm, all messed up. Tony panicked and couldn't stop crying. Victor ran to him, and Mercedes immediately started yelling at me for not watching him properly. I didn't know what to do. The party ended immediately, and they took Tony to the hospital. Everything was definitely ruined after so much effort. It was a terrible birthday for Tony, but the worst was yet to come. The next morning, Daniel and I went to visit Tony in the hospital. The poor little guy was depressed with his arm all casted up. Hey, Victor, how's Tony?
He's okay. The medicine helps to calm the pain.
You look tired. You should rest while Mercedes keeps him company.
Wait, where's Mercedes?
She hasn't been here since yesterday. She said she had something important to do.
What could be more important than seeing her son? That woman didn't even have a job.
Who is this and what do you want?
Mercedes, it's me, Anna. Where are you? I thought you'd be with Tony after what happened.
With who?
Tony! You should come so Victor can rest.
Look, I'm very busy with something more important right now. I don't have time. Anyway, it's your fault. You take care of it. Bye.
What did she say? How is it my fault? And I never expected what happened next. Poor Tony. Tony was soon discharged, and he just needed to heal so they could remove the cast. But a few days later, Victor called me to say Tony had been rushed back into surgery. I told Daniel, and we hurried to the hospital. We asked for Tony, and they told us it had been an emergency surgery. We got so scared. Victor and Mercedes were in the room, although only Victor seemed really worried. What happened?
I don't know. I left town for work for a few days, and Mercedes was taking care of Tony, but he felt very bad.
The doctor says it was an infection.
I'm not surprised. He smelled like he hadn't bathed in days. But why?
The surgery went very well, but you can't ignore the care and hygiene instructions again, okay? This time, don't forget to buy antibiotics and pain medicine.
He got infected due to neglect, and she didn't even buy the pain medicine? Really? What is this? 10,000 Dogecoins?
Isn't it obvious? It's the bill you need to pay for Tony.
What the hell are you talking about?
Well, he got injured on your property, so it's your fault.
Are your implants bigger than your brain? Or what? You crazy
Don't bring my mother into this!
Which?
You damn woman!
I'm not gonna pay for your neglect, period.
Of course you are! I mean, it's your fault!
Definitely not. Listen to me. You let our son get worse, so you will take care of it. I'm sorry about the fight, Anna.
And how am I supposed to get the money?
Victor ended up selling all of his wife's designer bags and expensive clothes to pay for Tony's surgery. Ha ha ha! Love you, Tony.